pipe dream mode. Sighting, she be feeling type of ways. I don't need nobody for the day. I just need somebody for the night. Been there and I never been the same. Been there but I'm not the one to blame. I just need somebody for the night. Shawty wanna use me up. I don't need you no more. Shawty wanna use me up. I don't really feel no more. Shawty wanna use me up. I don't really care no more. Shawty wanna use me up. Yeah. Hey, run it up, I'm mobbing. Hey, none of y'all niggas they poppin'. Hey, yeah, I know you do this often. Hey, I'm running out of options. I'm okay, I'm fine. Hey, I'ma swallow all my pride. Hey, won't be nothing but a side piece. Oh. Catching feelings with my pipe dream mode. Piece of me, piece of my, took some time. I'm just reaping what I saw, so for sure. But no, that's just for me and my boss. Keep secure, 4x4, G6 sleep off on my hands. I'm no friend, pay for keys, can't pay for checking me. In the back when the windows turn. Yeah, cause they know tonight. Yeah, they know tonight. Tryna come take on me. And my 40 they don't miss. They ain't even bought the spot. This ain't never caution, yeah. Just like I know. Made room for you. You and me, I forgot. You had no place to trust. Just like you told. Just like we roll. Now we would barely trust. Now there's no saving us. Piece of me, piece of my, took some time. I'm just reaping what I saw, so for sure. But no, that's just for me and my boss. Keep secure, 4x4, G6 sleep up on my hands. I'm no friend, pay for keys, can't pay for time. Is it me or no? 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 They don't even know me. Now they feeling different when the money so fast. I get lazy low key. Shawty keep it down, I'ma be right back. I don't switch mode, yeah. Only switch things in sports, that's fact. I ain't paying notice. You know that won't play like me. Something that your money won't reach. Then she gave no love for me. Oh, yeah. You know that won't play like me. Something that your money won't reach. Then she moves so sexually. Is it me or no? 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 Gotta keep them pockets greased up, can't slip. Gotta get my mama's new whip, new crib. Tell your shawty listen from the city, from the sticks. And no matter where I throw it, yeah, she know it's gon' stick. Shawty isn't me, no bad.
Morning Discord, morning YouTube, let's get into it. Okay, so let's look at the what the situation is today. Let me make sure. Okay, good. Got you in here. Can you see the stream? Oh wait, I didn't start here. Let me get it going. There we go. Okay, so here's where we're at. We had a gap up from the after hours to the pre-market, so there's a gap up. So we're in between this gap and the 20. Oh, and the 5s right here. Okay, so a lot of liquidity right in front of us. So let's not try to front run it. Let's let it see what it wants to do. Let's let it grab liquidity from somewhere, and then the market will tell us what's going to happen. Let's not get FOMO right here and try to take every trade. Let's give the market a second to figure out what it wants to do. So if we look at our 30-minute chart, I have these support and resistance laid out right here. So we'll see which way it breaks. We'll see if we get momentum in one direction or the other, and then we'll look for the setup. But we need to find that momentum first, right? Now, is it possible that buy a call now and have it shoot straight up all the way to the 20? That's possible. That's actually likely, right? It's very likely we're going to the 20 right now, and to buy a call right now, highly likely to the 20, right? 20 MA, look at our trading plan. But here's what we want to watch out for, right? We want to watch out to make sure that what we're trying to make sure is if we are going to break, retest, and reject off the 20, or if we're going to just reject off the 20. That's what the thesis is for today, so we'll see if it plays out like that. At key levels, expect a little bit of retracement maybe. Okay, if you took that initial call, you should be protecting your trade by now.
I can never get it too close, cause you got it on me. Couldn't pull it up like me. Shit, I just tryna let my fall. Shit, I'm in the booth going close.
All right. So maybe a little bit of retracement to the 620, 634. Let's look to see if we get a retest, and we'll see what happens here. Because this is a key level, right? So we need to, there's liquidity built up right here. So you can't get scared out or stopped out on key levels if you have your thesis in mind. Easy money. Okay, if you hesitated on that call, no big deal. There's the day just started, right? So that was just a quick scalp. So even if it goes against you right now, you're still in profit. Even if it goes against you right now, you're still in profit. So quick scalp, no big deal. But the 20 is the target we're looking for. So if we look at our what is it in the analysis portion of the Discord. If we go all the way down to the analysis, look for plays off the 20 MA. So we already knew this was going to happen before pre-market. Here's the 20 MA. I told you to buy the call 1 minute into it. If you didn't buy the call, just wait. There's more setups. Don't worry. This is it's too easy for us. We know exactly what's going to happen. It's too easy. Just let it play out. Okay, just to remind everyone, this is all done live. All done live. So if you didn't take this call, especially when I said expect a retest right here when it came back, right? If you didn't take it, there's nothing more I can do. Just wait for the next setup, and I'll show you what the next setup looks like, so you're not going to be in the dark. Don't even worry about it. We just got to find where the liquidity is going to be. And it could be a day where it just trends up all day. I've seen those days, but considering we're at the 5 and the 20 really close, I'm not going to try to predict anything. I'm bad at predicting everything, but what I can see is patterns, right? So we already knew the 20 was going to be a target. We are in plenty of money right now. I said buy call, right? Buy call now. Nothing more I can do. All right. But you didn't miss out on anything because we do this every day. There's always a setup. And actually, you know, we normally have a 15-minute rule where, you know, wait 15 minutes minimum, allow the market to but sometimes it's ready, you know, and this is one of those days where you just gotta, it takes practice and this experience, and you'll know, you know, this is most likely the target. Even if it starts to dance even somewhere around here, the 20 is the most likely target. So here's the thing. Let's say this was your thesis, right? To target the 20 MA, which is this purple line right here. Let's say this is your thesis and it doesn't happen. It doesn't mean you're bad at trading. It doesn't mean you're not built for this, right? Because that is like a normal trader would make this assumption. So now that you're understanding the patterns, I'm teaching you what the patterns are. And you know, when we're at the 20, I always tell everybody in between the 5 and the 20, great time to make money. Because you know exactly where the liquidity lies, right? Right here and right here. Let's see where our next level of look at the money we printed today. Look how, oh my goodness. 8 minutes into the session, and if you didn't buy that call, don't FOMO in now. Just wait for a pullback. Even though you know, the 20 is the most likely target, it's not a guarantee. But like I was saying, even if we were to get that wrong, let's say you're on your own without me and you're doing this, and it doesn't make you a bad trader if it didn't go to the 20, because that is it's just a common thing. All right, so there we go. Let's look for a little pullback here. All right, now we're gonna look for the setup. Yeah, we don't want to be risky today. Let's start off nice and cautious, right? Because we know we have a downtrend, but there's too many factors going in right now, especially world economic factors. So let's just be patient today. There's no FOMO. Let's just be patient. We don't need to risk anything. Let's wait for the proper setup. Nothing wrong with that. So usually for continuation stuff like this, I like to see maybe let's see if we get 2 red candles in a push up.
Money so loud they hurting, no. If you know we found a way, on my body spill dessert. I don't know, ain't no the way. I'm on way, down when it get like that. I'ma hold that to maybe. Even God when I was gonna say, how you been good?
Now we have some movement. Now we can make some assessments. So let's see. Let's give it time. This is the game of patience, right? Whoever wins in the stock market is the person with patience.
Gotta tell us why some people die. Fuck on my shoulder to keep him up. Steady right now, I'm in my land, I'm on my way. Don't swear, don't stop. They don't got it like me. I ain't worried about a thing, I ain't worried about a thing. What they ain't get like me, you like me, you like me, you like me, you want me, on me. That must be what I need. You just couldn't fuck with me, fuck with me, fuck with me. You just couldn't fuck with me. Ice cold, oh, young two with it on ISO, nice for, now we live and your niggas too nice now. Got them lining up now when they see me. Got the shawty listening to me on repeat. Gotta know by now. You know, you just know my name, know my name, know my name. Wish they see my face, see my face, see my face. I can't ask for love,
Okay, go rewind the tape. I want you to rewind the tape. What just happened about to the 9:38 candle, where I said I'm expecting 2 red candles and then a push up. Don't say I did. This is all done live and in real time. This is all live. 2 red candles and then a push up. There's nothing more I can do. I'm giving you the answers to the test before it happens. Okay? So take all these answers and start to put them in your memory. Remember the pattern. Because I'm not some type of savant that just can predict the future. No. There's patterns. You have to identify the patterns. When you show up every day, you learn the patterns. I'm teaching you the patterns, right? How did I know 2 red candles and a push up? That's impossible, right? No. It's pattern recognition. Human beings are very keen at identifying patterns. I've just identified the pattern. Not that I'm better than you or better than anybody at this. It's just I've done it so much that I know what to look for, right? Two red candles and a push up. Easy work. Easy work. And then once you get this type of confidence, that's when the money starts flowing in. Two red candles and a push up. Go rewind the tape. It's all done live. Can't make it up.
I learned to cope.
I learn to tank, I learn to float, look, I learned some things. And taught a nigga how to earn your trust, I'm not concerned with them, I know you hurt some things. Look, I ain't perfect, I'm hurting, babe, that make two of us the way you purchase things. The service level not serving us, I gotta let you in so you interpret things the way I meant, and may I vent. Based off the things you post online, I can't help but think you gotta stay out that.
All right, easy work. 2 red candles and a push up. This is easy work. This is actually easy work. Come on now. And where do you think where the target is? The 20. Come on now. This look at all the money we printed this morning. The 15 minutes, you should be done for the day. Actually, we could let this ride. We could let this ride. Oh goodness. Look at the money we printed. This is what I'm talking about. See? This is what I'm talking about. We took out the key level. You see how the momentum shifted down, and then how we started shifting up, we started curling up. We broke the key level. We even had our 2 reds and a push up. This is a great day. Absolutely amazing day. This is what dreams are made of right here. Even this one move, right? With one contract is plenty of money for 15 minutes. Oh man, it doesn't get any better. Does not get any better. But we do this every day. No big deal. No big deal. I don't know who on the internet is telling you there's gonna be 2 red candles and then a push up. I don't know who. I've never seen it. I've never heard it. If anyone on the internet can send me a clip of someone doing exactly what I just did to the precision before it happens, not after it happens, but before, I would look, where are we going? To the 20. This is easy work. Easy work. Oh goodness. Oh goodness. Oh man. All right, here we are at the 20. So, well, not yet, but now we need to know: are we going to grab the liquidity off the 20 to push back down, or are we going to break, retest, reject off the 20? Right, that's the next step. So, let me make these algos. They're here. I just need to make them. So, give me a second. I'm still here. Just give me a second.
Shawty send me your location, 120 on the freeway speed. Big check, blue pills, I'm beating. Young boy finna do my thing. Get the FBI, put a case on me. Feel like everything okay on me. Shawty, hold on, have faith in me. You don't wanna.
Oh, look at that 30-minute candle. Look at that 30-minute candle. Okay, so if you weren't sure about this trade, right? This is why our trading plan is very important. So I'm gonna go to the trading plan right now. I'm gonna take some time just to teach whoever's in here right now. Go to the trading plan. Go to the trading analysis. If you click on that, you see what I wrote today. When I say that, where is it? Okay, let's break the range highlighted before we make any moves, right? And I said the 20-minute or the 20 MA is within range. Look for plays off the 20. So look, let's break the range highlighted before we make any moves. Here's what that means. Let me translate that. If we go to our 30-minute chart, do you see how I have 626.29 and 624.72? This is the range highlighted. Right, these key levels that are highlighted to the right. You see how these lines going horizontally, only these two are highlighted. This is the range. So we're waiting until the break of the range before we make a move, which at 626.29, right? So then one was 626.29 right here, exactly on the key level. Or, you know, I have 34 here, but, you know, the best I could do, you know, when I was making it this morning. But yeah, so on the break of this key level, that was the entry for the call. I actually set it in real time. I gave you your next entry when I said 2 red candles and a push up. I told you what the target is. There's nothing more I can do at this point, right? So if we're gonna grab liquidity off this, let's look for this, right? But we don't want thin structure here because we're, you know, I look at this 30-minute candle. This looks like a momentum candle. Do you really want to bet the down right now? I don't want to. I'm not saying it's impossible. But what I'm saying is this looks like a momentum candle if I've ever seen one, right? And we're at high levels of liquidity. The high level of liquidity is the 20 MA. So give it a second. Let's see what happens here. Okay, I don't know if anyone's noticing what's happening right now, but I'm literally drawing what's going to happen in the future. Right? You got to take your profit when you can. There's nothing more I can do here. So don't worry, we're gonna gain your confidence. Just don't worry, we'll get there. Just be patient, it takes time. If you want to wait for the break, retest, and reject of the 20, probably a good idea. That's a good idea. If you haven't gone in yet, that's fine. You don't have to FOMO into every trade. If it doesn't look good to you, then it doesn't look good. There's nothing wrong with that. No one's, you know, you don't have to force anything. Because worst case scenario, nothing changes in your life, right? You don't need to put the risk in your life if you're not comfortable with that risk. Let me clean up this chart just a bit because I need to make these algos. And then I have a special... I'm going to go into the Discord right now. Give me 1 second. I'm going to in the Discord. Okay.
Gotta keep them pockets greased up, can't slip. Gotta get my mama's new whip, new crib. Tell your shawty listen from the city, from the sticks. And no matter where I throw it, yeah, she know it's gon' stick. Shawty isn't me, no babe. Shawty isn't me, no, yeah. Isn't me, isn't me, or no. Isn't me, or no. Isn't me or no? Isn't me or no?
Okay, so I put some sauce for the Discord. You guys do what you want with that. This is separate from what we're doing on the live stream, right? This is just me, my own stuff. On the live stream, I'll take ownership for that, but this stuff that I just put in the Discord, that's on you, right? That's on you. Because I didn't go into any lessons or anything about that. I'm just an idea that I have. If the Discord members choose, that's on you. We all know what happens. The last time I made a suggestion like this, it went up like thousands of dollars, thousands of percent, not even percent, thousands of percent winner. But I'm not saying it's going to be like that. I'm not saying that. I don't know. Obviously, I don't know the future. I'm just telling you what I'm doing. So that's that. All right, back. Let me get back to the charts.
Let me get it on, and you know I'm holding out for the G60. Yeah, they ain't never got it with a dog like me. How we got cheddar singing dog right me. Gotta keep it settled, gotta keep it low key. Money like me, money like.
So do you see how we're building up some liquidity at the 20? Right, you see how we're building up a liquidity right here? So we kind of see now where our momentum direction is going to be, right? If we get below this liquidity level here, then chances are we're going to do this, right? Boop. Right? I'm just telling you how to identify the liquidity levels so you can have a little more confidence in your trades. I'm not drawing the algos yet because it's not that I forgot. Don't worry. I'm just waiting until I see what I like. Or I'm waiting until I can identify the actual algorithm. Okay, there we go. Okay, we identified the guardrails for our blue, right? So if we decide to take another call, if we do a break, retest, reject, now we have something to hold to, tell us when our take profit could be, right? Now we have something. This is why we wait. Keep in mind, we have all damn day. There's no reason to FOMO into a trade now, right? The rest of the day here. This is just setting us up. We needed this to find the algo. So don't think you missed out on anything, because we needed that for in a normal trading session. Let's say I'm not here and you guys are doing this on your own. You want this data because we need to generate the algorithm. You need to see, you have to have something to go off of. When I was calling here, this is just experience, right? If I didn't have any experience, or even this 2 reds and a push up, that's experience. I don't expect you guys to know that sort of stuff. What I want you to get comfortable with is identifying the algorithms and learning how to use the liquidity. Okay? And I'm going to teach you. It's easy. Don't worry. Don't force anything. Just practice, paper trade, and then once you start look at this. All right. So there's still another algo we need to identify. There's one more, there's one more I need to identify. It hasn't presented itself yet, and I'm not going to force it. So we'll just wait for it. But as far as today, I actually said out loud buy call. I actually said out loud two reds and a push up. I said many times we're targeting the 20 MA. It's in our trading plan. So the Discord members, we don't have any. You have to find your own Learn the pattern. Don't feel FOMO like, oh man, I should have listened, or I should have done this, and or last time I did it. You can't have these, because these alternating thoughts in your head are going to cause, you know, this is a mental game. You know this is a mental game, all of it. And it's how much patience you have. So for example, if you're in a call, right, and you see these significant candles, you have to be comfortable with saying, you know what? I know where the liquidity is. Where is it? It's at the 20. Let me not get out yet. Let me at least wait till I see a more serious rejection. And then now we've identified the blue, so you know to stay within the blue. You know that. We've identified blue. Easy. So when I start using terms, because I think I literally just started using this term recently. When I'm saying a movement, I'm talking about the distance that the candles can travel within an algo. So this is a movement. So you need to have, your stops and your take profits, excuse me, you need to adjust for movement, right? You have to allow a little push and pull and give and take. Unless you're scalping, right? If you just want to scalp and collect all the greens and then collect all the reds, that's fine too. And yeah, and you remember over here, when I had this drawn, I drew this only to show you what the possibility was, right? Because there's always, you know, no one knows the future except for me. But I drew it to show you not that this is going to happen, but I was showing you when is your entry. Your entry's on this next flexion point. Why is it the next flexion point? The reason for that is because you know you've taken out certain levels of liquidity, right? That means we rejected here, and now we're retesting this level of liquidity. That's why it has to be this one. If you want to do the head on this head and shoulders, that's on you. But why would you, if you just want to scalp? But it wouldn't make sense because we're in such a strong uptrend, number one. Look at this 30-minute. Look at this 30-minute. Look at this candle. This is a momentum candle if I've ever seen one. It doesn't mean that it's always going to be a momentum candle or that you can expect a big movement after it, but you got to use some reasoning here. What's more likely? Let me clean up this chart. Today's been a phenomenal day. I mean, look, we're still in blue. This thing's still making money. However, yeah, it's a good day. Now we're between the 5 and the 20. Man, this is sketchy territory here. All right, let me clean up this chart. So, okay, really quick. Understand the movement. So when I'm saying a break, a retest, and a reject, it's not the candles I'm talking about doing this motion. It's the movement, right? The entire movement, meaning I want to see blue break the, well, I would like to see a little bit more than this. And we're at the 5, so whatever. Anyways, let me get my point across. I want to see blue. Okay, hold on. I want to see blue break the 20. So this is the blue algo breaking the 20. And then I want to see, I think it's purple. I don't know. I didn't get a chance to identify the next one yet. But then I want to see purple giving me my strength, right? And then I want to see possibly a magenta. And then it would be amazing if that happened right at our 20. Like that. So this is what I'm talking about when I say break, retest, reject. It's not the candle itself. It's the movement of our algo. Does everyone understand that? Or hopefully? And then, so hopefully, when we use the movement instead of just the individual candle itself, this will give you the ability to hold on to your trades longer to let your winners win, right? Look, because this would, you know, like probably a new trader, this would have stopped you out. This right here would have stopped you out. And then you would have given up all this. But how would you have known when to stop out? Because the blue. The blue is our guide, right? Okay, now we're breaking blue. See a little bit of weakness right above the 20. So to me, this isn't a clean break, retest, and reject. I need to see a little bit more. I want to see blue go a little higher, right? I want to see, me personally, I'm not saying it's not. I like to see a little stronger blue and then the pullback like that, but because it's very thin right here. Anyways, let me clean up this chart. We'll get into it. I probably should have left all that there. Watch it play out exactly like that. That'd be crazy. Actually, I'll put it back. Let's see. Oh, sorry. I did. No, I want to see another blue here. Like that. Something like that. Okay, we had a big movement. Look at this big move. We made a lot of money right now. So let the market digest this, absorb this. They're at the 20. All the liquidity's here, right? So, and then the 5's right here too. This is interesting. So this is sketchy here. Stay out. There's no reason to trade right now. The move happened. Wait for more. Wait for momentum before we do anything. I'm actually gonna clean all this up. I just want to clean it real quick. And remember, you'll know momentum when you start seeing certain levels get taken out. When I'm saying taken out, I mean, right? So if we get down here and we start seeing this, and then this, and then this, right? Then you'll know momentum. Remember, I was telling you, don't make any moves here because this is thin structure. Break, retest, just wait. The movement needs to happen, not the candle. It needs to be within the movement. So let's wait for the movement to generate, and then it'll be easy. So you just need data. Sometimes we just need more data. We don't have any data yet to know, really. I mean, we got our first movement. That was great. But that was more just having experience. Now I want to show you how to use momentum and how to use technical analysis and how to use the patterns and the charts. Because this morning, this was all just, you know, experience. I just seen it so many times. I already know what to do. And now on blue, maybe take profit here, right? Now do you see the length of time, how much pain you got to go through for this movement? Now you take, you know, it would be reasonable to take profit right here. Once it starts to break below this, that'll be reasonable to take your profit. But that's if you got in when I said it, right? not now. if you got in when I called it. Sorry, let me clarify that. Okay, so instead of us trying to call the top all the time, we need to be reasonable. Look at this momentum candle. Look at the uptrend. Do we really want to fight this trend and say, oh, it's going to be a put now? And it could be, but that wouldn't, you know, you're just, I don't know. It's this uptrend's too strong. You'll know when it's a downtrend when we get below 626.34. That's the answer. Boom. That is the answer. So if you're looking for puts, here, below this. Don't say I didn't tell you anything. Otherwise, we're looking for our long entries. Our long entries are probably going to be on the break of purple, but I want to see deep structure here. I'm not a big fan of trading like the 5 and the 20 like this. Even if it does break purple, I'll probably still be a little hesitant. So not every move's a trading move. You kind of gotta like assess, right? So let's say you go in on a call because you think it's gonna break, retest, and reject, right? Which is reasonable. Let's say you think it's gonna happen. You have to identify your risk to reward, and then huge liquidity here, so you can expect to see a lot of this, right? And then you have to measure your risk to reward. Is it worth it for me to risk a whole bunch of chop in between the 20 and the 5 for that move? If that move happens, and you can only guarantee for, not even guarantee, but you can only look for or target from the 20 to the 5. So your risk to reward has to be somewhere within here, and you have to find a good entry. As opposed to, you know, I'm going to give you the converse. If you wait for the break of this 626.34, if that happens, let's say you were to wait for the break of that, your next level of liquidity would be somewhere around 624. So you measure risk to reward from here, and then the next key level down here would be your next, right? Also, when you get to certain points in your career, you have to know yourself at what point in your career you are. Understand yourself. Do you have the patience and the stones to hold on to a trade for however long you need to measure that risk to reward between the 20 and the 5? If it wants to bounce up, you gotta know who you are as a trader. All right, so let's see if we break purple and have another push up. Let's see. Little sketchy here. Just wait, because now we have a little area of liquidity here. Oh, why did that just happen? I'm gonna mark out high a day. Okay, breakup purple was our call scenario. You better chase this. Breakup purple was our call scenario. Purple broke. I'm not sure. Hold on, let me see something. There's another algo in here and I can't find it, so I'm just going to be patient because I'm forcing it and I don't want to do that. There's another one somewhere in here. It hasn't presented itself yet, so I'm not going to force it because I'm not in the game of losing people money. Kind of a little bit what I was talking about. It's a little thin up here. Breakup purple, you got to measure risk to reward. You know, if it shoots up to the 5, sure. But what I see is most likely going to be something like this. But we don't know. Let's let it play out. I already had my good move for the day. I don't need to trade anymore for the day. I'm done. Done for the day. One and done. Why risk any more money? Unless I see like a perfect setup. But considering I've already made my money, why be greedy? You know, I'm already telling you what the risk is here. We already made our money. This is how you manage risk management. You don't always have to be in a trade. Take your money and leave for the damn day. We always think we can, oh, I could have done that. I should have done that, and I should have done that, and it eats us up inside in our brain, and we get mad at ourselves and the FOMO, and we're like, man, I could have done, I could have. And this is, if you're having that battle in your head, if you can't identify your setup that you're comfortable with, and be okay with taking that loss, if you're not there, then you should be paper trading. Okay? This is just what it is. Just what it is. All right, let's look at our higher time frame. See what we got. Yeah, strong uptrend. So on the 5, if there's going to be any downside, we want to get below 628.13 on the 5 minute. What time is it? So it looks like there's a liquidity level between 629.51 and 628.24. So let's see. Let's see if we break out of this range in here. Let's see what we get out of this. Yeah, we need to see the movements now. This is where we need more data, because you see they're just consolidating here, right? They're consolidating right here. They're forming a range right here. So there's no trade in here, right? We see we're just stuck in this. No trade here. No big deal.
Let me get it on T. And you know I'm holding out for the G60. Especially when Louis in the VV.
The indicators are saying we have more room for the upside. So, but again, like I'm saying, between this 20 and 5 like this, and just seeing it stall, seeing how the price is stalling. Let's just be patient. No reason to risk anything. We don't always have to be in a trade. Not every day needs to be, you don't have to take a trade every day. That's ridiculous. If you think you need to be in a trade at all times, or if you have to take a trade every day, that's not a thing. That's not a thing. What you should be doing is trying to learn the process and understanding the risk and knowing your comfort level. That's what you should be learning. Taking these lessons, identify, like, you know, I'm going to keep repeating the same thing over and over and over, and eventually it'll stick in your head, and you'll start to see, oh no, I missed last time, I don't want to miss this time. And then you'll create your own biases, you'll create your own setups that you're comfortable with. But it takes time. This if you think you're just going to come in here and it doesn't, as you can tell, it doesn't matter how much I can say, buy this, buy that. Unless you feel comfortable, you're not going to click the trigger, right? You need to feel that comfort level, because I said, God damn it, I said this morning, 20 MA, right? Before the market opened, I said 20 MA. 2 minutes into the market, I said, buy a call. A couple minutes after that, I said exactly it's going to be 2 red candles and green candle push up. If none of that was comfortable enough for you, then you see what I'm saying now, right? It doesn't matter what I say. You yourself need to build this confidence. And you only get the confidence from repetition. I'm telling you. And it's easy. There's patterns, and you're going to see the patterns. And the more you show up every day and we do this, you're going to see the patterns, and you're going to get comfortable. We identified already. I told you, look, I told you it's going to get sketchy in here, right? So just wait, be patient. We need to see levels of liquidity taken out. That's what we need to see. And we need the movements in order to generate the power to make the actual price action. Man, there's an algo in here. It's staring me in the face and I can't find it. It's somewhere in here. It's frustrating. And then what's gonna happen is the market's gonna have like some random event where there's gonna be a huge move, and then you're gonna be like, oh no, I should have been in on that. And that's not how you trade, right? You need to have your trading plan ahead of time. Have our plan ahead of time so you're not surprised by anything, and you have your risk management already in place. Because let's say this thing all of a sudden just takes off and shoots up. I'm not going to feel bad about that because there's no indication that was going to happen. Right? I'm not going to be like, oh man, I'm not built for this. No indication that's going to happen. And I'm also using just my own personal thought process, right? I know where the liquidity is built up in here. This is why they're struggling in here. So I'm just going to stay out. I actually don't even need to trade. For what? I already made my money. Hopefully the Discord is learning the lessons. We're still stuck in this range. I'm going to highlight this range. I'll put it in our range pink. And remember, it's not just because it touches, this one candle touches the 20 or something like that. It's the movement itself. We want to see the whole movement because this is where all the power is built up. Not just the one candle breaking the 20. It's the whole movement, right? So let's stop thinking in linear thought process. We need to expand a bit Let's get 3-dimensional, 4, or this is 2-dimensional, but you know what I meant. Damn it. You see why I like what's happening now? Because they're showing us, right? Let's see if it's gonna be a little tiny cup, handle, and break. Let's see. Because there's always a structure within a structure, right? So it was the break of purple. The break of purple was our call scenario, right? Break of purple, break of purple, break of purple. And what I always say is this. When it breaks something, if I'm calling something like this, break of whatever, you got two options. Either it's going to, you're going to get it and it's going to, the price is just going to shoot up, or you're going to buy it and you have to wait for the retracement, right? This is the retracement. I've been saying this for a while. You need to start to learn the pattern. On the break of whatever, one of two things is going to happen. It's going to shoot or it's going to hesitate. So if you aren't comfortable, I mean, if you're risk averse, wait for this. Wait for the break, retest, and reject. If you're risk averse, wait for this. Now, what you're risking is that it never turns around on you, but you got to be okay with that. Because you have to say, this is the setup I'm comfortable with. Me as a trader, I prefer break, retest, reject. Or you could be the trader that's like, you know what? I'm okay with holding for the retracement. You need to figure out. Now, I preferably like to hold for the break and retest because I want to look out for stop hunts. Because I'm always protecting against the stop hunt. So if I miss the cascading straight shot up, oh well, I miss it. But break of purple, which I called, was our up. So if you took break of purple, congratulations, right? Congratulations, you got the answers to the test and you took the test. Now, your profit taking and your stop losses, I can't control that. I don't know how much profit you're willing to wait for, how much stop loss. I can't control that, so that's something you need to figure out on your own. Oh, wait, didn't I say... Come on, hold on. This little cup and handle actually played out just like that. Oh my goodness. It actually played out exactly like that. Cup handle, now that move's done. Cup handle up, move's done. It's impossible. Man, I'm telling you. We'll get it, don't worry. We will get it. And let's say you're not, okay, another example. This little cup handle thing I just drew, and it actually happened in real life. That's from experience. That's not because that's what I'm saying. You'll get there. There's always a structure within a structure. We have to learn to identify these. And once we identify where the liquidity is, it gets a lot easier. So we know now that you're still in a call, right? We're still in an upward scenario, and in a longer term play, let's say we use the 5-minute, or no, we can just use this one right here. We could just have a longer term bolt. We need to start. Oh, I drew that ugly. Hold on. Which means on this time frame, or in this, hold on, let's let it play out. Let it play out. Let it play out. Hold on. I'm right here. I need to focus. Give me 1 second. There's an algorithm here and I can't identify it. It's somewhere in here. It's trying. Okay. There's an algorithm in here. But here, look at this. Look. Was this any surprise to us, this rejection here? Do you not see how I have a support and resistance in pink? This is no surprise. This is easy work. Come on now. This is easy. We knew it was going to reject here. How? Because I had this pink here. I showed you the range we're in. I showed it to you. You'll know when it's taken out. It'll be very clear. Right? This is your liquidity. You see, if it starts to fade down this way, you know what direction. Right? Once you start to form this, you'll know the direction. And then you just have to hold your trade while you're inside of your movement. And then once it breaks that movement or that leg, then you get out. But here's the thing. We're in an uptrend. You really want to fight the uptrend? There's a lot of things to contend with. So wait for your entry on the uptrend. So then your question is, well, what's the entry on the uptrend? I'll tell you. I will tell you. This is what I'm here for. Watch. We want deep structure, especially in between here. We don't want to get caught up in liquidity traps. We want deep structure. So we want to see. I'm going to make this slightly. I'll just to illustrate the point. Excuse me. This is just to illustrate the point. I'm not actually making any call out or anything here. I'm just illustrating a point. Because the question was, well, when do we know, what's deep structure and how do we know when to go long or whatever. I'm going to show an example of what I'm talking about. With deep structure, so you don't get the fake out, right? Because you're still stuck in here. We want to see. Remember, I'm just doing this for learning purposes. The deep structure would look like this, right? So once we break out of this, whenever this forms, whatever this down is, once we break this down, we just got to wait for it to form. Whatever it looks like, we just got to be patient. It'll present itself, don't worry. But the deep structure looks like that. It's not thin. Based off the things you post online, I can't help but think you gotta stay off that. Embrace the fact I won't brace myself for no downfall. No, they pray on that. If loving you will make me crazy, girl, then giving up on you will make a psychopath. I'm on my way, I wait out back. And look, and if it never does that, if the price never gives me deep structure like I like, then guess what? My setup wasn't there, right? Then that means most likely it's trickling up in an annoying pattern that I can't really get a beat on, right? If it's doing that, just trickling up or even trickling down and I can't get a beat, then whatever. Then that's not my trade. That's not my setup. I'm not worried about it. If it doesn't do exactly that, then I'm not interested. And if it shoots up and I miss it, oh well. Worse things have happened. Okay, so then let's go a little bit deeper. Since you see the liquidity being built up inside of here, inside this range that I happily put a while ago, since we see the liquidity built up, then you can expect that when it breaks one side or the other, you want to see a little bit, a retest and a reject of it as well. Or same thing to the upside, like a retest and a reject of it. Within the movement, not just the linear candle. And if you noticed, I haven't given a down algo scenario yet. It's because it hasn't presented itself and I can't find it. So I'm not going to force it. I don't have a down algo yet, meaning the break of whatever color buy put, it hasn't presented itself, so I can't say it. It's not because I forgot, it's just I don't see it and I don't want to force it. I'm just calling what I see and what's probable. I know there's an algo there, I just I can't find it.
Touchdown in the matrix, yo. Shawty send me your location, 120 on the freeway, speeding. Big checks, blue pills, I'm feeding. Young boy finna do my thing. Get the FBI, put a case on me.
I don't really like that purple.
Shawty, hold on, have faith in me, You don't wanna, oh, I gotta, but I gotta. You don't wanna take you on this.
Okay, key level.
She just wants somebody for the night.
So it looks like the momentum is pushing us up. We see a low, higher low, higher low. Are we gonna get a higher low? Do you see that? You see how the momentum is kind of looks like it's pushing it up. And if we use our indicator, we might be exiting or starting a bull cycle now. So starting a bull cycle above the water, above our zero line. But we want to protect against the stop hunt, so break retest is our best bet.
None of your niggas, they poppin'. Yeah, I know you do this often. Hey, I'm running out of options. I'm okay, I'm fine. Hey, I'ma swallow on my pride. Won't be nothing but a side piece. Whoa, catching feelings with my pipe dream. Oh, no. Feeling type of words. I don't need nobody for the day. I just need somebody for the night. Hey, been there and I never been the same. Been there but I'm not the one to blame. I just need somebody for the night. Shawty wanna use me up. I don't need you no more. Shawty wanna use me up. I don't really feel no more.
Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that.
I don't really feel no more. Shawty wanna use me, yeah. Hey, run it off, I'm mobbing. Hey, none of y'all niggas, they poppin'. Yeah, I know you do this often. Hey, I'm running out of options. I'm okay, I'm fine. Hey, I'ma swallow on my pride. Won't be nothing but a side piece. Oh, catching feelings with my pipe dream. Oh, no. Piece of me, piece of my, took some time. I'm just reaping what I saw, so for sure. Brand new heart, that's just for me and my boss. Keep secure, 4x4, G63.
Okay, this green looks kind of interesting that I just put here, so I guess we're gonna test break a green. I'm not calling it yet. It looks interesting to me. Hopefully I've identified it. We'll see. We're gonna test it, right? I gotta test it to see if break a green is gonna be our down. And then we'd like to see some confirmation somewhere down. Possibly. All right, let's see if break a green is gonna be our down. And remember, we're in the range, right? So don't let one momentum candle, because they can easily turn around on you. Wait for the momentum to build. We'll know momentum's built when we get below. Once we start, watch. When we have, oh god dang it. Once we start getting this, we got to take out this level to the downside first. So until we take this level out to the downside, there's no reason to even think about puts. Because you can see momentum low, higher low. Are we going to get a lower low here? We got to find out. But either way, we're still stuck in this little range here, so don't get too excited about it. Just wait, just be patient. It'll show itself. And if it doesn't, oh well, then the setup's not there for us. Yeah, I don't like this purple at all.
Gotta keep them pockets greased up, can't slip. Gotta get my mama's new whip, new crib. Tell your shawty listen from the city, from the sticks. And no matter where I throw it, yeah, she knows.
Yeah, this break of green is kind of sketchy as well because the 20 is right here. So we know a lot of liquidity built up right here. So it's fine to wait. Break of green might be... Dang, I just found break of green right before it happened. Right before it happened, I found it. I was looking... hold on, I need to confirm here. I'll know break of green if we get below 628.25. Yep, exactly. Liquidity dance, exactly. That's why we don't need to even... We should be stress-free trading. We'll know momentum once we see what happens here. That break of green though. Yee! I just found it. I'm sorry. It took me. You know what? I'm not even sorry because it just took that long. Well, maybe it was there and I didn't see it. Then I would be sorry because I took a long time, but... But in my own defense, that wasn't easy to see all this time. That was not easy to see. In my own defense. Yeah, exactly, right? This is compression. This is when they shoot off. So this is why we can't let one red candle, because, you know, we know where the support is and they can turn around on us right here just to fake everybody out. So wait for the momentum. And, you know, we're going to look back and be like, oh man, I should have got in here. We can't think like that. That's not how we need to think. All right, I'm starting to like break a green now. Starting to like break a green. You can expect, if it does break below this key level, something like this, it'll probably form another green. Yeah, probably somewhere around there. So I'll take this one away just because it's repetitive. All right, you see where the liquidity is, right? Look, boom. You see this? We got to take this out. for the downside. Very simple. We have to take this out for the downside. Now, if you're brave and you're like, oh, okay, it's gonna reject off of it's gonna reject off of purple to continue inside of purple, okay, that's on you. But I don't know that to be true. And then let's say you went in on this momentum candle. What happened? You just got stopped out. Well, maybe not stopped out, but you're like, oh no, I'm not in profit anymore, right? Because there's no way you could have caught this momentum candle before it happened. Well, unless you were already in the put. But anyways, let's say you went in on the momentum candle. You got filled in at the worst possible time. You're not happy right now. And then you're like, man, I should have just waited until break of this goddamn pink level down here. Why? Because this fool already told me that it was gonna do this within here. Right? Come on, it's too easy. We don't have to worry. Stress-free trading. We know what it needs to look like. This looks a little more interesting on the break of this purple now. So we'll just wait. No big deal. Because we don't want to get caught up in this chop. Look at this chop. You can't get caught up in here. Unless you're scalping, which that's fine too. Okay. This break of purple looks interesting to me, but let's see the dance that they do at pink. This break of purple looks interesting. Let's see the dance at pink.
Yeah, when money come to stones, I just stick and move. No way, I'm spending with my waves. Yeah, since we young as we was dreaming about a Maybach. Now I'm looking for my 41 days now. She said that she love me, Christy and they on me. This is how she think, she think. Yeah, say she adore me, Christy and they on me. Fuck with me some more.
Okay, I put your guardrails up. So if single contracts get out on, I'll let you, here, why don't we try this? Let's try this thing. Let's try 2 minute. Hakanashi. All right, we switched to the 2 minute Hakanashi. Let's see if this helps us stay in the trade. A little bit of, let's get above this pink first. Okay. Okay, Hakanashi. Okay. Oh boy. All right, I'm going back to the 1 minute real quick. So remember, what trader are you? Are you the trader that is holding for dear life? That's waiting for the break, retest, and reject? This is the thesis you need to come up with. We don't know what's going to happen.
But I guess they did amnesia. All the time when I'm making this shit look. Shorty want signs up, 10 on my side, and 10 on my side, a Libra. They come round, don't talk like that, don't come right back, they reaching. I forget where the kid came from, but I guess they did amnesia. All the time when I'm making this shit look. 15 right to my safe, 15 right to my bank. Long as my circle tight, long as my circle paid. If she gon' make my man, if she gon' make my man, I need my Beyonce. Gotta stay tough, stay tough. Gotta stay tough, stay tough. Then I'm a bug and call. Say that I'm a bug and call. I'ma go down when it get like that. I'ma hold out to maybe. Even out when the horse gon' say, how you been good and good and serving it. Yo, shorty want signs up, 10 on my side, and 10 on my side, a Libra. They come round, don't talk like that, don't come right back, they reaching. I forget where the kid came from, but I guess they did amnesia. All the time when I'm making this shit look. Stacks in the leader, all of us cheat up. 16 fees now, paying my fees up. Yeah. All of us teed up, we gon' whip down like yeah, you know. Money so loud they heard it, know.
Okay, we're below the zero on our MACD. We had a weak bull cycle. We're actually just sideways right here, so let's give it some time.
I'ma be colder, yeah, I'ma be colder. Fuck on my shoulder, fuck on my shoulder. Lights been on it, shawty fuck around like no it. Turn on my own, fuck on my shoulder, I'ma be colder, I'ma be colder. On the Jackie, where she go? Throw my bank, but she throwing that back like whoa. Run that shit, I need to know. I ain't tryna slow the pain. Damn shawty, I've been this way. I ain't tryna slow the pain. Now I'm running on over game. I say so, I'm reaping up. Gotta tell us twice, I'm keeping down. Fuck on my shoulder, wanna keep him up. Steady right now, I'm in my lane, I'm on my way. Don't swear, don't stop. They don't got it like me. I ain't worried about a thing, I ain't worried about a thing. What they ain't get like me, get like me, get like me, get like me, on me, on me. They must be what I need. Couldn't fuck with me, fuck with me, fuck with me. You just couldn't fuck with me. Ice cold, oh. I'm too with it, gon' ISO. Nice fuck, double live and your niggas too nice, got them lining up now, wanna see me. Got the shawty listening to me on repeat. Gotta know by now. You know, you just know my name, know my name, know my name. Wish they see my face, see my face, see my face. I can't ask for love, not from me. They don't wanna like me, wouldn't get it like me, wouldn't get like me, like me, like me, like me, on me, on me. They must be what I need. Couldn't fuck with me, fuck with me, fuck with me. You just couldn't fuck with me.
We gotta break this range. We gotta break this range. One way or the other.
Let them know, I'm on somebody told me,
A break to the downside would be clean, but a break to the upside is going to be messy because you got the 5 in key level, which we already went over, so no surprise. Let's look at our 5 minute. Our 5 minute indicates we could see a bolt happen right here, a bolt up.
Look, I learned some things and taught a nigga how to earn your trust. I'm not concerned with them, I know you hurt some things. Look, I ain't perfect, I'm hurting, babe. That make 2 of us the way you purchase things. The service level not serving us, I gotta let you in so you interpret things the way I meant. And may I vent based off the things you post online. I can't help but think you gotta stay off that. Embrace the fact I won't brace myself for no downfall. No, they pray on that. If loving you will make me crazy, girl, then giving up on you will make a psychopath. I'm on my way, I wait out back.
Everything looks like we got room for some upside, but it's yeah, it's just compression. So let's just give it time. We see our range right here. Right, our safety is going to be below 626.34 if you want to be safe. Our indication is going to be break of this green for the down. And we want to break out of the range, out of this pink range before we make any moves. We want to break one way and make it some type of support or resistance, right? So let me show you what I mean by that. We want to make this top side either a support or the bottom side a resistance, like that. Very simple. Let's let one or the other play out. If you're already in a trade, you know what your range is now. If you're in the put and it breaks this way, go ahead and get out. If you're in the call and it goes below this, go ahead and get out. Unless you know something I don't. Yeah, the break of this purple, you would have to chase it. They gave us that much. Unless you're holding it, right? Unless you're that trader that's holding it. We'll see. Break of purple, profitable. How much did it go? 629.04 to 629.68. Amazing. That's a great move. Half a point move. That's a great move. So the purple held up. It would be a really clean break to the downside if it did break down. This is just sideways chop. There's no trade here. It's just sideways. You know what your criteria is, right? Go over it again. You want to see this form support or this form resistance? Don't get caught up in this.
Shawty wanna use me up. I don't need you no more, babe. Shawty wanna use me up. I don't really feel no more. Shawty wanna use me up. I don't really care no more. Shawty wanna use me up. Yeah, yeah. Hey, run it up, no more, babe. Hey, none of y'all niggas they poppin'. Yeah, I know you do this often. Hey, I'm running out of options. I'm okay, I'm fine. Hey, I'ma swallow all my pride. Hey, won't be nothing but a side piece. Oh, oh. Catching feelings with my pipe dream. Oh no. Sighting shit be feeling type of ways.
Be patient right here. Stay on for a little bit. I want to see if this lesson's gonna show up right now. Give me a second. It looks. Hold on. Give me a second.
I just need somebody for the night. Shawty wanna use me up. I don't need you no more, babe. Shawty wanna use me up. I don't really feel no more. Shawty wanna use me up. I don't really care no more. Shawty wanna use me up. Yeah, yeah. Hey, run it up, I'm mobbing. Hey, none of y'all niggas they poppin'. Hey, yeah, I know you do this often. Hey, I'm running out of options. I'm okay, I'm fine. Hey, I'ma swallow all my pride. Hey, won't be nothing but a side piece. Oh, oh.
Here comes the lesson. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I hope everyone. Okay. Just watch. Hold on. It's on the way. Excuse me.
Piece of me, piece of my, took some time. I'm just reaping what I sow, so for sure. Brand new home, that's just for me and my boss. Be secure, 4x4, G6 sleep off on my hands. I'm no friend. Pay for keys, can't pay for second. In the back when the windows tint. Yeah, 'cause they know tonight. Yeah, they know tonight. Tryna come take on me. And my 40 they date on me. They ain't even thought this far. This ain't no question, yeah. Just like I know. Made room for you. You and me, I forgot. You had no place to trust. Just like you told. Just like we rolled. Now we would barely trust. Now there's no saving us. Piece of me, piece of my, took some time. I'm just reaping what I sow, so for sure. Brand new home, that's just for me and my boss. Be secure, 4x4, G6 sleep up on my hands. I'm no friend, pay for keys, can't pay for time.
All right. Let's see if we get the 2 red candles and then a green. Let's see if that. Let's see. We don't know. Two red candles and a green should give us some indication of something. We'll see. Be patient. This is a game of patience. You're stuck in the range. You got to wait for the range to break. That's just the answer. Hold on. It's so close.
They don't even know me. Now they feeling different when the Gotta get my mama's new whip, new crib. Tell your shawty listen from the city, from the sticks. And no matter where I throw it, yeah, she know it's gon' stick. Shawty isn't me, no babe. Shawty isn't me, no, yeah. Isn't me, isn't me, or no. Isn't me, or no. Isn't me, or no. Isn't me, or no.
Remember, we have to clear this liquidity. Look at all this liquidity here. We got to clear it one side or the other. You'll know which way it's going to go. You'll see which way it's going. Here comes the lesson coming in right now. Here comes the lesson. I'm gonna wait. I don't want to. I don't want to speak too early because let's see. I mean, it's still the lesson still did happen. Nothing changed, but other than maybe overstaying the welcome. So I just want to let this play out. Even though I only got a couple minutes left today, I have a medical appointment. I'm sorry, but I really want to see this range. What happens when this range breaks? Because we see a fake out right here. Okay, I think this is sufficient. This is sufficient because either way, it's still a winner. Here's the lesson. Let's just pause right here. Imagine nothing else happens from right now, right? Just pause the world. The world's going to pause for this learning lesson right here. Now, remember at the beginning, for the new people in the Discord, remember at the beginning what I told you. When I tell you a break of whatever, whatever color, you got two options. You have to remember this pattern. You got two options. It's either going to be so let's say you go in on the break of this purple, and remember we stopped time over here somewhere. So if you go in on the break of this purple right here, you got two options. You either it's either going to shoot up like this, or it's going to break, retest, and reject, right? So you got to figure out which trader you are. You need to figure that out. Which one are you? Can you stomach this type of stuff? So worst case scenario, if you went in here and you're holding because you think you can get, well, you should have probably maybe put a stop loss at some point, right? Well, your stop loss should have been here, but you could have, you're definitely profitable in here. From here to here, that's 50-cent move. That's a good move. That's a half a point move on the SPY. That's a great move. Let's count it again. 629.03 to 629.71. So that's a 70% move, a point in the SPY, right? Okay, that right there is that's an amazing move right there. Perfect. Now, if you stopped yourself out, you have two other options. The break, retest, and reject. You have to remember, I drew this and then you got to hold, right? Break, retest. I said it. You got to figure out which type of trader are you. You know, once you break this green and pink, you know this move is done. If you're on the call side. But we just went over this. We knew what had to happen. Break, retest, reject. What type of trader are you? Look, if you would have taken the break of purple, you're winning. You can't lose from here. You're up. You're winning. This is what I'm talking about. recognize the pattern that I'm showing you right now. So when I'm telling you break of this, one of two things is going to happen. It's going to shoot up, or it's going to break, retest, and reject. So which trader are you? Can you hold? Do you want to be risky and hopefully it shoots up and you can, you know, take good profit, or can you survive? Can you stomach the retracement? Everything that I said would happen happened perfectly. Everything. We just went over this lesson, and it presented itself again: a break of whatever, a retest of whatever, and a rejection of whatever. Whatever this color is that I say, whatever the algo is that I'm identifying. Oh, did you take that USAR, Dre Day? Hell yeah, good for you. Well, not good for you. I don't know. That's on you. That was just a play that I wanted to give to the community, so you can't say you lost. But so early this morning, I did give a USAR play. If you took that play, I'm not looking at it right now, but I know it's a win. Thank you for the update. Take your profit now. Right? Take your profit now. Don't say I didn't do anything for you. Don't say I didn't do my job. I did my job today. Everything that I said would happen, happened. Everything. Every single thing that I said would happen, happened. I can't control how much money you're willing to risk and how much money you're willing to, that you want to take profit. I don't know when you want to stop taking money, and I don't know when you're willing to take your loss. All I can do is show you what the setups look like. That's all I can do. And I'm showing you the patterns you need to watch out for. Right? This lesson right here we did earlier today. We did that somewhere over here in the beginning of the day. But it's always going to be a thing. Break, retest, reject. A lot of times people do it at key levels, which is also works too, obviously. But I've found comfort in the algorithmic pattern. So, and when they both, and you know what, I like to use the algorithmic pattern and the key levels because that's just another confluence that I have on my side. Confluence means another reason to give me edge to think one way. So look, break of this purple, if you follow the strategy exactly how it's supposed to be, you can't lose. You just have to hold your trade, and I told you how to hold the trade. One of two traders, it's either going to shoot up or you're going to have to hold for the retracement. Either one. But we identified the liquidity. So you can't lose on this break of purple. It's impossible. And if your stop is down here and you're expecting more, I'm telling you right now, just take profit. Right? You're in profit now. There's no reason to let this run any further down. You see, at least put it, you know, if you got in on the exact break, put it on the top of your candle so you're in money. At least you can't lose. At least you can't lose from here. Now, oh, excuse me. This is why we protect our trades. You hold long enough till you get in the money, and then you protect your trade because we knew what had to happen. Also, do you really want to fight the strong uptrend like that? We'll have confirmation, right? The confirmation for the down is going to be somewhere below 628.25. Your safety is going to be 626.34. That's the answer. Giving you the answer to the test. Now our MACD is above water. So let's see how this bear cycle goes. And again, we're still, you know, really between the 5 and the 20. So we knew this was going to happen. We already knew this was going to happen. If you want to see movement, we got to grab the liquidity off this 20 or the 5, something like that. We got to grab liquidity before we push one side or the other. We already knew this. Beginning of the day, I told you we're going to hit the 20 and then do this in between the 5 and the 20. There's nothing more I can do besides give you the answers to the test. And now we're gonna think this break of green looks tempting, but measure risk to reward. So if it breaks green here, and then you know there's a strong resistance here, you gotta be ready for that, okay? If we break this green to the down, you know that there's heavy liquidity right on this 628.25, so you have to have your target, right? So you know where your target is. And that's if. I'm just trying to show you what you need to look out for. Where's your target? You need to identify your next liquidity level. So let's say we break all this liquidity up here to the downside. I'm just giving an example. Then our next target is going to be our next level of liquidity, which is where? Right here. So we want to target to here. And then once we take that out, our next level of liquidity, which is down here at key level, right? So then we want to see like that. And then how do we do that? We use our different time frames to see which way the momentum's pushing us. So if we were to use this, we have a strong momentum candle saying we got some room to the upside. That's what that says. And it actually had a little bit of room, right? So this candle finished here at 629.16 and it went up to 629.71. You had something. You could have got something out of it. So that momentum candle showed you had a little something. Such a strong uptrend. I wouldn't fight this trend. I would not fight this trend. Even if it retraced all the way back down to 620 around this key area here, it's still possible for a for this longer term bolt, right? Okay, this perfect dance off of this green algo that okay, perfect dance right off of it. Let's see what happens. Don't force anything, wait for the momentum. Even if this does break below, like I said, you gotta wait for the break, retest, and reject. Find the momentum underneath here, because now you're just taking out this liquidity, which should give you some confidence for the next level. The next level down here. So just wait for it. Don't be impatient. This is a game of patience. Once you identify what you're looking for, once you know what to wait for, everything's easy. Now, here's the totality of the situation. We're in a strong uptrend. Do you want to fight the trend? No. You should be looking for long entries. Your short entries are when all this liquidity is taken out. So we got to get somewhere down here. And believe me, we got plenty of time. I've seen way crazier things happen in the market. You know, this is what, in like 2 hours this could happen. Not even. It can happen right now, actually. But we know where the momentum's going to go is what I'm trying to say. All right, break a green. First target's going to be to the 20, right? Because all the liquidity's at the 20. Measure risk to reward at the 20. Once you take out the 20, your next level of liquidity is going to be at 628.25. If you took break a green, you have to protect your trade, right? You have to protect your trade as soon as possible because you're fighting the trend. As I'm saying, safety is going to be below 628.25 or 626.34. That's the safety. You'll get the indication once it breaks this level. Break of green's your indication. Sorry, break of 628.25 is going to be some more confirmation once it starts to do this. Right, so we want to take out, we need to get below the 20. That's what I was saying, you got to measure your risk to reward. If you go on the break of this green, the 20 is the next level of liquidity. Because what we do know is buy puts on the top of this pink and buy calls on the bottom. That's what we do know. That's all we know so far. Look, what did I tell you was going to happen? Look at this. Okay, I'm going to spend another few minutes on here. I'm going to try to leave you guys some longer term plays to look out for.
Out here with my mans in a night show. Drinking party, yeah, we keep the lights low. I've been by mine all the way. Ice cold, what a nigga gotta say now. Sipping any, we be mobbing through the night, though, yeah. Moving like we trapping out of Vando. I need. You here for me. Don't you fuck around, I know you heard about me. Money on me, new city, new bitch, new kid. It's calls and the rain on me. I've been down and out, but a nigga still breathing. Saying my prayers for the check. Straight shooter like I'm walking with a tech. Move deep and I'm pounding on my chest.
Okay, let's use the 5 minute in my absence for your plays. So if we get above 629.50, look for your longs over here. That's good liquidity built up for a push up. And if we get below 628.13, now remember, I'm putting these lines here. It doesn't mean that at this time that this is going to happen. I'm giving you the trajectory of price, right? The trajectory of price. If price all of a sudden just drops down here right now, then that means, boom, this has been satisfied, right? So I don't know when it's going to happen. I'm just showing you what it needs to look like at certain levels. So when I'm drawing this flexion point here, this is resistance, meaning we want to see it do this. Okay. When I'm drawing the flexion point here, this is support, meaning exactly what you're seeing happening right now. And remember, I put this bolt up arrow a long time ago. Go back and rewind the tape. So there's no surprises here. We know what we're looking for. Here's our levels. We got to break one side or the other. That's the answer. And even if it does break, it might just break like that just to fake you out, just to continue down. So have your your risk management in place. I need to go to a medical appointment right now. I'm so sorry. I want to play this day out, but I got to do that. Do you see why we wait for the break? See? Break, retest, reject. This is why we have our levels. I'm telling you where the safety is. We know we have to break this. We know it. Do you see how I can turn around on you and fool you and make you think one thing? This is why we have patience. We have to take out, I'm going to say it one last time until it gets stuck in your brains. We have to take out this level. We have to, all the way to the top, not halfway to the level, the entire thing. And not only do we need to take it out, we need to make it resistance, right? Which would coincide with this. So use all the tools I'm giving you. We're in an uptrend. Don't fight the uptrend. There's no reason. You'll know the trend is over when you start seeing momentum facing the other way. That's when you know the trend's over. Protect your trades. This break of purple, still making money, by the way. Even if you have to hold forever for this break of purple. You gotta have to hold. But that's what it is. If you want the 1 hour money play, then you gotta hold for a goddamn 1 hour. That's the answer. There's nothing more to it. Very simple. You know your levels of liquidity. You know what to look for. And look, once you get past this, what do you think the next target is? Duh, the 5, right? Very simple, easy work. Okay, so it's been a pleasure. That's been my time. YouTube, have a good day.